Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, hope you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NI EBS Home School. This is Fatmatul Johra, Assistant Teacher of Islamic Studies, National Ideal English Version School, Morning Shift. Today I am going to take a class for the students of class 6. This is lecture number 10 and HW number 8. You will receive HW number 8 through this class. Dear students, now let's see about this. This is topic chapter 2 lesson 9 and 10 we will read it today, okay, and it is lecture number 10 and you will get HW number 8. Okay, now come to your lesson. This is chapter 2 Ibadat and lesson 9 we will rules for performing salat. You know it before, rules for performing salat. As the students of class 6 you know it from before. There are some rules and regulations of performing salat. Any kinds of error is saying or prayer lessons is important. Okay, the worshipper includes sins for that. Okay, every work has its specific rules or guidelines to be followed. These rules can be obtained if the work is done according to the guidelines. So you have to follow some rules and regulations for performing salat. Instruction it is given in Islamic Sharia. According to Islamic Sharia in your book it is given here. It is matter of regret for those performers of salat who are inattentive and perform salat for show. This is mentioned in Surah Al-Mu'min verse number 4 to 6. This is important for you. Okay, now come to rules to performing salat. How you will perform the salat, 2 rakat salat. We shall stand facing the Qibla, uttering the niyat intention and then raising both hands up to the shoulder. We should utter Allahu Akbar. This is called takbir-e-tahrima. Okay, and lock our hands on the navel. It is navel, on the navel it is for boys, and the girls will lock our hand on the chest. However, women will lock, this is here. Uttering the niyat silently will do, but it is better to pronounce it in a low voice. After that we shall read Sana. Sana means Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa tabarakasmuka wa ta'ala jadduka wa la ilaha ghayruk. This is. Then we will shall read Surah Fatiha, uttering A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, all of you know the Surah Fatiha. After reading Surah Fatiha, you have to say Amin silently, and you have to recite or read another, least one big or 3 small ayat of any surah. If the surah is small, you are allowed to say the surah full, or if it is big, you are able to say it 3 lines. Okay, uttering these things. Okay, then after finishing that, then we shall bend on ruku, reading or saying Allahu Akbar. On ruku we shall read Subhana Rabbiyal Azim at least 3 times. Okay, then after finishing ruku we will stand again, and by saying that Sami Allahu liman hamida we will say. Then after that we shall Rabbana lakal hamd. Then we shall go to prostrate, or that means Sizda, uttering that Allahu Akbar. Then you will go to Sizda, uttering Allahu Akbar, and in Sizda you have to say Subhana Rabbiyal Ala. It is 3 times. You have to say it 3 times. Okay. Then after finishing one Sizda, you have to go back and sit again by saying Allahu Akbar and sit 1 minute or stay 1 minute. Then say another Sizda and say by saying Allahu Akbar, and in the second sajda also you have to utter 3 times Subhana Rabbiyal A'la. And after finishing the second sajda you have to stand again, and for the first time, then after standing you have to say by saying Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, you have to say again Surah Fatiha, and you have to match 2 or 3 ayahs of surah depending on the size. If it is big, you have to say 3 ayats, or 3 ayahs. If it is small, then if it is big, you are allowed to say 1 ayat. After tashahud, then after finishing this, meeting the surah with Surah Fatiha, you have to do again the previous rakat by saying Allahu Akbar to do ruku, and in ruku you have to say Subhana Rabbiyal Azim 3 times, Then after finishing ruku, you have to stand up by saying Sami Allahu liman hamida. You have to say Rabbana lakal hamd. Then by standing, you have to say Rabbana lakal hamd and give another sijda by saying Allahu Akbar. And in sijda, you have to say that 3 times Subhana Rabbiyal Ala. This is 3 times. And go back, sit and saying another sijda by saying Allahu Akbar. So after saying these things, you have to say that by sitting, after giving 2 sijda in 2 rakas, you have to say tashahhud, means at-tahiyyatu lillahi wa salawatu wa tayyibat, till last you have to say this is. If it is 2 rakat prayer, then you have to say sana. You have to say tashahhud, then 2 durud sharif and du'a masura. Then after du'a masura, then you are allowed to say assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah by right side and left side, both of the side. Then this is 2 rakat prayer is finished. When it is consisting of 3 rakats prayer, so you have to say after finishing 2 sajda, you have to say only the tashahhud, at-tahiyatu, not 2 durud sharif, not only the tashahhud. After finishing the tashahhud, you have to stand up again and you have to say, if it is first prayer, you will say only the Surah Fatiha. After saying Surah Fatiha, you have to give uttering Surah Fatiha by saying Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. You have to to go to the ruku. Then by standing according to the previous rakat, you have to do all the things till the sijda. If it is consisting of 3 rakats, then go to the sijda again. Third time, give 2 sijda. And after 2 sijda, you have to say tashahhud and 2 durud sharif and du'a masura. After finishing these things, you have to say salam, left and right both. And if it is consisting of 4 rakats, then you have to you are not allowed to sit in the 3 rakats or 3rd rakats. You are not allowed to sit. After saying 2 sijda, you have to stand up again, and like the first rakat, you have to perform another rakat. If it is first prayer, you are not allowed to match the another surah or another ayat with Surah Fatiha. You have to say only Surah Fatiha and go to ruku and then go to sijda. After 2 sijda, then you have to say tashahhud, 2 durud sharif and du'a masura. After finishing these things, you have to give salam left side and right side. Though as a students of class 6, you know how to perform 2 rakat prayer consisting 3 rakat prayer and 4 rakat prayer. After that, all these things are given here. So, okay, for your perfection, and I have described it also. Now, this is finished. Lesson number 9 is finished. Now, come to lesson number 10. It is describing about the fardhs of salat. Okay, it is fardhs of salat. So, there are some mandatory activities in salat. These are called fardhs of salat. These in total, there are 14 fards of or obligatory steps in salat. The 7 of them are to be observed before the start of the salat. These are called the ahkam of salat. These are called ahkam of salat. It's important for you. What is ahkam of salat? You have gotten here. These are the ahkam of salat. Okay, let's start here. The body must be clean and unsullied, and here appear must be clean. Okay, now that means body should be clean and your clothes should be clean and your place should be clean, and at least from the place of the starting of the place of sijda, it is at least from the place of the standing to the place of sijda. The place for worship must be clean. Okay, so body clean, clothes clean, place should be clean, and the skirt must be covered. That means satar. It is called satar. Satar, you know the satar of for the female. Satar is you have to cover till here, 2 hands, and face also. You are allowed to open the face and 2 hands and 2 foots also. You after these things, all things are included satar. Okay. And here is you must cover the satar. Number 5, facing the qibla. You have to facing the qibla. Number 6, the proper time for salat. You have to perform salat in its exact time. Number 7, making the will or intention by saying niyat. You have to start salat. These are the mandatory part before starting salat. These are called the ahkam of salat. Now here come to the furthest or the arkan of salat. This is here 7 obligations to be observed during salat. These are called the arkan of salat. This is very important for you. Takbir-e-tahrima. This first one is takbir-e-tahrima. This means one has to start the prayer saying Allahu Akbar. Okay, performing salat in standing position. 2. Number 3, reciting surah or ayat. Number 4, performing ruku. Number 5, performing sajda. Now here the last sitting position. 6. Number 7, concluding the salat with salam. These are here. Okay, so these are the arkan of salat. It is your HW also. Dear students, from here till here, these are your HW also. Okay, it is HW number 8. You have to do it. Okay, now come wajib of salat. By wajib of salat, we must understand such important matters that are to be corrected by sajda. Listen it is carefully. If you are not able to perform all the farzes of salat or any one from the farzes of salat omitted, you have to perform salat again. Okay, so all the farzes of salat should be performed. You are not allowed to omit any one of the farzes. And if are mistakenly any of the wajib of salat you omitted from the salat, so you have to do the suhu, sijda suhu. Okay, but any of these are left out intentionally, the salat will not be corrected. You have to do the salat, perform the salat again. Okay, now wajib of salat, there are some 14 wajibs of salat. Reading surah Fatiha every rakat, reading any surah or the part of surah with surah Fatiha, maintaining the sequence of ruku, sijda, ayat, tilawat, all these things, observing the pillars of salat properly. Okay, now standing upright after performing ruku and sitting straight between the two sajda, it is wajib. Sitting down for reading tashahhud in the first sitting position after 2 rakats in a salat consisting of 3 or 4 rakats. Reading of tashahhud. Number 9, for the imam to recite aloud and to recite silently wherever it is due. Reading. Number 10, reading dua kunut in the prayer of witr. Number 11, performing tilawat sijda if any ayat involving sijda is recited. Okay. Number 12, placing both the palms and knees on the ground of the time of performing sajda. Number 13, uttering additional 6 takbir in both of Eid prayer. Number 14, concluding salat, uttering assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Now dear student, these are enough all. But lesson 10 is not finished. We will give next part of the lesson 10 in your next class. So dear students, I am saying again, reminder you, here it is the HW number 8, write the arkan of salat. These are your HW number 8 for the students of class 6. That's all for today. I hope that you have understood today's lesson. Abide by your parents. Okay, thank you.